Good morning from Hong Kong. If you look out there on the bow, I know it's probably really frickin' bright and you're blinded right now, as I am, but it's a gorgeous sunny day. It's not supposed to be, but I'm really happy it is, making some good power. Up on the bow, that is got all, I've sealed up on the sides, and it's all Silcoflex, and I've got the first coat on top of that before I start putting on. Once this dries, I tape things off so they're nice little squares and rounded edges, and then I use the PU paint, and I put in silica sand for a non-skid. Take it off. Once that's down, because the sand is still, once it dries, there's still on the top of it, there's still specks of the sand itself, and then once that fully cures, then I just paint the whole thing over again. I still up on the front, I have the Silcoflex over the very, bow, the nose of it, but kind of go down and see. It's turning out okay, because the weather has not been permitting. Did some laundry, but the gunnel and the walkway are, they're pretty nice now. I still need to go over, and again, it's been 6 months, so I'm going to need to wet sand and do some varnishing, but here's the first coat, and again, I've just all done it by freehand, and that, but I've Silcoflexed all on the inside, because they fiberglassed over the top of this. I was actually contemplating, should I rip off on that fiberglass, but no, I'm just going to go with it. But then there'll be like little square areas that'll have the texture in it. That's my chain locker. I just don't want to throw this tire away thing. I'm changing all over to regular fenders, but we got these tires. I don't know what the hell to do with them. I can't give them away. Other junk boats have enough, but other than that, right now it's sealing pretty good. So down in here in the walkway, again, I'm going to tape around it, and I'll have different sections of the anti-skid, and so that goes in there. The other thing that I put in, starting on the bathroom and doing that, getting that ready, so we have a functional shower and all that, putting in the cabinets and that. But I've got some of these solar-powered exhaust vents. Well, it comes with two blades. The blade that's in it when you first open the box is exhaust only, and then you can put in another blade that will bring fresh air in. So even though when it's raining, no water, because the air has to go up and go down, that's how they work. And I picked up 6 of those from a factory, and those are pretty nice. So that's what's going on that. Let me again, working on the frickin' hydroponics, but all I'm doing is I'm just, feeding it the nutrients and stuff. But what I wanted to show you guys is another thing that I'm doing. Where the hell? Let's just open this one. Get a knife here, and what I've got is, now I know I've seen a lot of when it comes to batteries. I've seen a lot of guys that are doing these battery desulfators and that, and well, I've been talking to a couple factories. Now with these battery desulfators, and that, my batteries are nowhere near ready to desulfate yet. But what it is you've got these, I don't know what brand, Gleners or CLEN, I think it is, but that's a factory. So I've bought these, but I would really like everyone to pay close attention when you go on to eBay or Amazon and all that stuff. The standard unit that you buy is rated up to 200 amp hour battery bank. That's 200. Now, if you're using a Trojan battery bank, if you've got, say, for 24 volts, or even if it's 12 volts, now, if you go and you put them, and you put 4 6 volts in series, a Trojan battery is over 230 amp hours. right? That's 1/6 volt. So if you got 2 of them in series for 12 volt or 4 of them in series for 24 volt, it's still over 200 amp hours. And talking with the factory very, very closely about getting all the information on that. Now, straight from the engineers, if you have a Trojan battery bank that you're using, a deep cycle battery bank, and you buy one of these off of eBay, the cheap, or very inexpensive, and it's rated at 200 amp hours. That is the maximum rating at 200 amp hours is the standard one. Now, this company, this factory, also makes a up to 400 amp hours. So if you've got a Trojan or the USA batteries or any other deep cycle battery bank for off-grid living that you want to desulfate, basic ones, the lower cost that you'll have, it is going to be rated at a maximum, I repeat, maximum 200 amp hours. So if your battery bank is at 235, like mine are 232, the USA batteries are 232. So I'm 32 amp hours over that. It will not be as efficient. So I want efficiency. You can say, oh, I'm going to put it on. I don't care. Well, I'm spending a lot of money on batteries. I do care because I want these batteries to last as long as I can for the lead acid. So I've got this, which is 400 amp hour, and as you kind of see, I've only got one down in the V berth, but I've got 3 of them here, and one more down in the V berth. And now what that's going to be is, so I've got a 400 amp hour rated desulfator that's going to be on each battery bank. Then I'm going to have a total of 4. So this one will be on, bank 1, bank 2, bank 3, and then they all come together. So, and it's rated at 400 amp hours. So the pulsing, the frequency, the 10,000 hertz that this is blasting and it's supposed to, work, that's what you need. So if you've got Trojans or USA batteries in that, please, make sure you have something that's rated above your amp hour rating for the battery. Learn that from the factory. That's what the factory says, and battery makers as well. Talking to those factories, they say, oh, they're not going to work. But who knows? But what I'm going to do is, this is going to be installed. I'm going to have 4 of these installed. They are not going to be something that I put in and take off, It's going to be a permanent install, and there's going to be a switch. There will be a switch to it, so when my batteries are about 10 to 12 months old, I'm going to go down and flip these on for several days, and I'm going to inspect them, and I'll do my yearly maintenance. But this is only, it's a prevention thing. It's to desulfate. Will it work? Who knows? Does equalizing work with my Morningstar controllers? Does going up to that high voltage, is that enough to take it down? Well, equalizing and with these, I certainly hope, because it can only be wishful thinking. They're not that expensive, but when you do buy them, make sure you buy the right one for your kit. And so these are the desulfators, and I've got to put those in yet. I've been running different wires. Wires are going up. I've got a lot of temporary things in here right now, but running wires. I'm gonna put my cigarette out here. Been running the wires down to my control center, so to my main distribution panel, and then getting in the fuses and the disconnects. I don't know if we can. I'll just give you a little peek before I end the video here, and what I've got going here is, I don't know if the light is adjusting here for you, but what I've got here is, when you come down, you can see I'm wiring things up. I've got a disconnect, a main disconnect. It's keyed, so this is off. That's off position. On that, then that would be on. That isn't connected right now. Those wires aren't connected. But I've got my main shut off. This is to the main DC distribution. This fuse and shut off, so fuse and shut offs, I got all the fuses. This is going to be for the inverter, and this is for my main distribution, and from the battery banks down there. So I've gone down, I've distilled it. I don't have my watering system yet, and the other 8 batteries, but been busy doing so many other things. And yes, I have wasted a lot of time fussing over hydroponics, but anyway, it's running these wires, and it's really hot here in Hong Kong now. I mean, it's some days, you know, the humidity is just miserable, and it's nearly 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's just, you know, the sun is just so damn hot, you know, to work in that sun. So, but that's what's going on. So, and I don't know, that's a distribution center. So, but I'm putting in the right kit, and where it was down below, where I had the shut-off, so the shut-offs would be, say where this drill bit is, that's where the shut-off is. There's going to be 4 of these, and then there'll be a disconnect. So I'll break the circuit, and then I can turn it on whenever I want. I open up the hatch, turn on the sulfators, or desulfators, and you know, the controller will be in equalize mode as well. So hopefully this is a good preventative maintenance for it. But working on the bow, and Jesus, that is really bright, isn't it? But it's looking good. I plan on using some of these. I'm not sure where I want to put it. I was thinking about putting it for the my cabin, you know, where I sleep, having air in and air out. But we'll see how that goes. Then the other thing that I'm getting information on, but like from right here, all the way up to this solar panel here, is I'm going to make a thermal collector. Thermal collector is going to be here. It's just going to heat up. There's just going to be pipes in here. It's going to heat up glycol in a pipe, and then I'm just going to go through a heat exchanger down in the engine room, and so that way on each side I'll have 2, and then hopefully this winter we can take advantage of that. What the heck is that? I have no idea. May have to do some grinding. But anyway, the bow is looking really good. It's cleaning up. It's very, very rain tight. So life is going really good on the boat. Hydroponics. I've got this tomato. I don't know what to do with it. So because I've just let the hydroponics do its thing, and the tomato system isn't ready. So, but overall, guys, I would have to say that my focus back on the boat has been good. It's been very productive. The teak is looking nice and shiny, and once this is all done, I have to give this whole top deck one more coat of PU paint over, as you can see, where the Silcaflex is on the feet. That'll all get covered over with polyester urethane paint, and again, I'll do something there. But hydroponics is kind of growing. Well, why not go back to it? But Butterhead's going good. Choice is just taking off. Basil started out like this about a week ago. I think it was about a week ago. I just planted these today, and this is what is growing. So, because those 3 have taken root, and these have been growing, so that's all basil. These 2 rows here are choice. These 2 are choice, and then these are new butterhead lettuce. These 3 are butterhead lettuce. Again, that's that lemon tree that we're 2-year-old clipping from 2-year-old lemon tree. See if we can start that. These are new butterheads. So these probably got about another week or so to go. At least I know this one got another week to go. Maybe more. And I'm gonna eat it. But the choice everything's taken off. So It got worse before it got better. But I'm just letting them go. There's nothing in the tomatoes. But a bird's eye view of my bow looks pretty damn sexy. Alright guys, be good, be safe, and always, always be well. Bye-bye.